Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Please do not leave negative comments. Somebody already left one on the stream. Welcome, everybody. This is Alicia from workersonboard.com. I wanted to do a live stream today. Thank you so much for joining me if you are joining me today on the live stream. But I wanted to talk to you all today. It's been a while since I've been able to share updates with you all, to check in also to see how you all are doing um, with our mental health right now, going through the pandemic and all of that. That's, something that we've all been dealing with. And then trying to work from home on top of that can make a lot of things complicated or stressful on our end. So I'm here today to kind of help you all get through the process of being able to navigate your way on the web to finding legitimate work at home jobs. Good morning. Good morning there. How are you all doing? I appreciate you all so much for joining me. I know it's early. Actually, I didn't sleep really good last night because I was really nervous about doing this live stream. I hope the video is going through okay. The last time I attempted to do it, I had a lot of trouble. It didn't work out really well, and I was about to give up. I'm thinking I can't do this. So then I thought, let me just try it again and see if it will work. But I appreciate you all so much. It's so good to see you. I'm so sorry that you lost your job yesterday. I am so sorry about that. So it's been difficult, a difficult year this past year, all of us dealing with a lot of changes in our lives. We've been facing things and challenges that we've never had to face before, even how we interact with other people. It's been very, very challenging. And on top of that, a lot of people have lost their job or have reduced hours, and they're trying to find ways to make money online. Now, this channel is not about any kind of get rich quick schemes. So I don't talk about anything related to that. I do share some experiences that I've had doing tasks and being able to earn money from home, but I also know that there's a lot of people that are looking for legitimate companies that are hiring people to work from home. And that's why you joined me today, because you want to find out who's hiring. And also, I'm going to provide you some tips too that can help you to possibly get a work at home job and some things that you can do. So, first, let me just kind of reintroduce myself to you just in case you are new to this channel. If you've been with me for, oh my goodness, I think I've been on YouTube for about 10 years now. Well, actually, when I first started, there was not a lot of channels dedicated to working from home. Actually, I maybe there was a couple. They're just very few, but now there's a lot. So there's a lot of information and content for you to absorb on this platform that will help you to be able to find legitimate resources and companies that are really hiring. In fact, just a backstory of me. So I have done a lot of different things in my life. I have worked for the post office before. I had to take that test. It was difficult, but I passed it, and I was doing data entry for the post office. And I've cleaned people's homes. I've done lots of different things. And some of you all know, especially if you've purchased a book from me. Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Um, a lot of you all, if you've purchased any books that I've written, then you probably know that I had a child with special needs. Unfortunately, he's passed away. And the reason why I'm telling you that is to let you know that's what led me to trying to find work from home. I was actually asking other people, and everybody said, no, you can't work from home. There's no such thing as a legitimate work at home job opportunity. And so I I'm the type of person that tries to find the truth, be a truth seeker, to see, well, okay, is this really true? Not just take somebody's word for it. So what I did is that I decided to go ahead and do some research myself. I was like, I have a computer. I need to try to find out if I can find anything. So I would search and do a lot of research. And eventually, after I'm going to say 6 to 8 months, because we're talking about back in early, you're talking about 2011, I finally found some companies that were able to hire people to work from home. And as I continued to research and research, then I started to find more and more companies. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've got to tell people about this, because I knew other people who wanted to work from home too. And so that's why I ended up starting my website, to because I was writing for a company initially, and I'm a person that I always like to write. I would write poetry as a teenager, and also write letters to family members and close friends, like a pen pal. So then I decided to create a blog and put that information there, so people wouldn't have to spend a whole lot of time searching for these jobs, or come across an opportunity and you don't know if it's legit or not. You're not really sure if it is. And so that was the way, that's what I did to help people see that yes, you can work from home, give you as much details as possible, and also the pay, so that you can apply online. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. I I just wanted to tell you a little bit of history about me, so that you can understand my journey, and how I got started into this whole work at home, work from home genre. And so that's what happened. Now I'm here. It's been, like I said, 10 years. Some of you guys have been with me from the very beginning, and I appreciate you so much. I really do. I now have been a little bit more comfortable doing these screencast videos, sharing with you these companies that are hiring too. So you can see, I think that's good for me to do, so you can see exactly what the website looks like. There are a lot of scams online, and people will use names of popular companies. I've talked about this before. And that's why a lot of times you'll see the scam alerts, and you will want to read that, so that you won't go to a website that you think is a legitimate company. And then, unbeknownst to you, then down the line, someone tries to scam you. So for me to show you all the websites is a way for you to be able to see what it looks like, their official website, and their application or job description page, so that you can go ahead and apply online. And so I will be doing that too. I may decide to do more live chats. I am a really nervous person, kind of shy, but I did want to get on here today to talk to you all a little bit and share some opportunities with you. Now, I'm going to go and talk about a couple of myths first. So, if you happen to be more mature, an older individual, you can work from home. So that may be somewhat of a taboo kind of myth about working from home. As long as you have internet connection, and you have a way to get online, and you can do some of the tasks that these companies are asking you to do, you can definitely work from home. If you're retired, you can do that too. Even there's a job that I just saw last week, and I posted it on my blog, for those who are 16 to work from home. There are some companies, there's not a whole lot, but there are some that hires teens to work from home as well. Even outside of the United States, I know a lot of you all watch me that live in South Africa. Maybe you live in Australia, New Zealand, all over the world. And so you're probably having difficulty finding jobs too, but there are some companies. In fact, I've found even more that hire worldwide, that I've just come to discover recently. And I'm so happy that I'm able to find those jobs, so that I can share that with you. So some of the things, I know some of you all wondered, have I worked from home before? Have I actually had a work at home job? I have. And I have done tasks for Lion Bridge, and it's not all the time, it's just on an as needed basis. I have worked, I don't know if you guys remember this company called Great American Opportunities. where you would key in orders from students that would go and they would sell gifts, and they would go door to door and raise money for their school or whatever. And so actually did work for them doing data entry from home. I did a lot of writing too, and wrote for companies and wrote articles and content for them. And that was one of the ways I was able to earn steady income online. Now, I have never done anything related to customer service because my kids still are quite young. And so that didn't work for me, but I have done other things. So I just want to let you all know that I have worked for some companies before. And I do things too, even though I have my blog, because I want to test certain things out. So I will go and maybe apply for maybe a non-phone job or something like that. Something that you do more on a freelance basis whenever you want, log in whenever you want, just to see how it works and if it would be worth your time. So I do test things out too, because I want to be able to give an honest review of something before I share it with you all and recommend it to you. So just to let you know that. Now, I'm going to tell you some companies that are hiring right now that you can apply to online. So if you're out of work or you're working, but it's not enough, you're underpaid, or maybe you need another gig, or maybe you're looking for something that pays a little bit more. So Uhaul is definitely hiring people to work from home. It's a good company because if you've never worked from home before, or you don't have a lot of experience, it's an entry level job that you can do right from your home office. And they will train you to take those calls from their customers if they're trying to secure hitch services, or they're trying to um, rent, storage units and all of that, or they need to rent a car or whatever they need. You can do all of that from home for that company. And they do pay hourly, and they do hire teams to work from home too. In fact, years ago, I talked to someone in the human resource department, and they did tell me that they do hire people with no experience to work from home. Now, they have a lot of jobs for those who speak or are bilingual or fluent in Spanish and English, as well as in customer service. You can do that from home. They have a lot of opportunities. They have hiring surges throughout the year, and now is one of the times that they have one. And so if you're looking for a legitimate work at home job, stable work, you could apply to Uhaul. In fact, I would recommend that you do that as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. I didn't write down my speech. I'm sorry to tell you that. I did write some notes down though, so I won't go too much off course, because I can tend to ramble sometimes, but I did not write down my speech. Destin the Dragon Fire. But anyway, let me continue. Mod Squad is also another company that is looking for people to work from home. This company has a lot of, I would call these more freelance jobs, where you do them maybe for a specific period of time until that job, whatever they need you to do for them, has been filled. So it may be temporary. But they have a lot of opportunities, and they do hire all over the world. I saw, it was just yesterday, I think it was for a something about with your car. They needed people to do something with an app or something like that. And they have lots of work at home job opportunities. They work with a lot of different clients. And so they need people that can work sometimes maybe just 10 hours a week from home. And they do share some tips on how you can possibly get hired to work for that company too. So when you look at the job description, and they need people to moderate things online, that's a great need right now. Moderate social media platforms and different things like that. They have some non-phone and phone jobs, but when you go and you look at the description, make sure there's in bold print at the bottom, there's a pro tip, and that will help you if you read over that and follow their instructions, possibly to get hired for Mod Squad. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much for, you guys are so sweet. I appreciate you all so much. I really do. Thank you for the nice comments and the sweet, kind words you guys have said to me. I really appreciate it. Also, there's another company that's hiring too. They have a lot of work at home jobs. Now, it comes from WeLocalized. I've talked about this before, um, several times, a few times. I recently came across this company, and they have work similar to what you would probably see and find on Bridge or Appen, those kinds of tasks and quality, like for example, rating ads online or search engine evaluation. Also similar to teamwork.ai, which used to be formerly known as iSoftStone. They also hire globally. So if you're looking for non-phone work and you live either in the US or outside of the United States, and maybe you want to work on a part-time basis, you can try WeLocalized. These are all entry level jobs too. You don't have to have any kind of um, experience. Just be able to get online and they will train you. If you can, if you're pretty much internet savvy or tech savvy, then you could probably work for these companies. So some of these companies do require testing, like Bridge, but I'm not sure about WeLocalize, if they do or not. But I do know they hire globally. They have literally hundreds of work at home jobs available. They have a lot. Also, there's another company called Cozy Mill. They have a lot of work at home job openings right now. They need people to recruit chefs, because they need something. They have these cooking. It's all about cooking and learning how to prepare meals and all of that. So they need agents to work from home to recruit chefs to work for their company. They also need people who are on social media like TikTok or YouTube, so that you can basically grow their online presence. That's what they need people to do. So if you are already, a YouTuber, TikToker, and you wouldn't mind, taking on a side gig working for this company, they have a lot of opportunities. So make sure you go there and check out their work at home job opportunities too. Also, Zapier, this is a company I wanted to share with you too, because they have global opportunities as well. They have some job openings for customer champions to work from home. And they have a lot of great perks, including giving you your equipment to work from home. So if you're a person that does not have a computer, or up, maybe you have one, but it's not up to date, you can definitely apply to a company like Zapier and still be able to work from home, even though you don't have everything that you think you may need in your home office. Some companies do specify certain things that you need to, equipment you may need to have, but then there are some that will provide that for you or reimburse you if you have to come out of the pocket for your internet access or your phone service or something like that. And so actually, um, there are over 100 companies that I've found that will either supply you with a free computer, your equipment, headphones, whatever you need to work from home. And you can find that at my blog if you want to go there and check it out. Another company that is hiring people, and this too is a global opportunity. It comes from Bran Institute. So if you happen to live in Puerto Rico or Mexico or something like that, or India, and you're watching this video, you can apply to this company. It's a pharmaceutical company. They have an interesting work at home job. They need people to create names for new pharmaceutical drugs. That's one of the jobs that I saw. They have others. Sometimes they'll have a data entry position there. I've seen that posted there before too, but evidently that's gotten filled. So just make sure you go there and check that company out. You may want to re-watch this live stream or take notes, especially if you live in those areas and you're looking to work from home, remember too, I just thought about this. Amazon hires globally too. They hire all over the world. So that's another company that you can apply to work remotely. And they will supply you with a computer as well and some of your equipment. So just keep that in mind. Also, I found an interesting job yesterday. Um, some of you all may shop at Zappos, probably heard of that store. I do shop there to get shoes and stuff like that. But they hire people to work from home, and that I didn't know that before. So I saw that. I think it was for a customer loyalty rep to work from home, and so they need people to do this right now. So if you would like to help their customers, maybe purchase something or make a return or something like that, you could definitely apply to Zappos online. I actually posted that on the a weekly job page for you all to look at. So another company that's hiring people to work from home is called Aspire Lifestyles. They're hiring lifestyle and travel concierge to work from home. The pay is really good for this company. I don't know if you have ever tried to work for that company before, but they also are applied to that company. They are hiring right now. They don't always hire. I'm sorry, my bird in the background's making noise. Sorry about that. So anyway, I'm gonna block one person on this stream if I can do it. This is my first time. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna try. I don't know if I can. Let me do this. All right, because I I've tried really hard to provide you guys with content, and there's some people that you just can't please everybody. You can't make everybody happy. They're gonna criticize you and say negative things, and I that's the one thing that I was nervous too about doing a live stream, thinking what are you always have that worry too. What negative people may say, they're going to say something negative, anything. I mean, I spend a lot of time, you guys may not realize this, but I spend a lot of time researching jobs because I don't want to share the same jobs on my blog for you guys. I want to, and even when I make a YouTube video, I want to try to find new companies that are hiring. I get excited when I see a new company hiring. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to share this with everybody so that they can apply, because sometimes you need fresh job leads. You don't want the same jobs over and over again, the same companies hiring. Maybe you've applied before and it just seems like you're getting nowhere. That's why I put a lot, actually, I spend more time researching to look for jobs than posting them, because I can type really fast and I can just put them on there fast, but I spend a lot of time looking for them. Sometimes it takes me literally hours to search before I can put them on my blog, because I want to make sure they're legit, and to go out and check reviews and things like that. So I do put a lot of work and effort into trying to share these jobs with you all, because I do want you all to get hired. I do want you to be able to find a job. I feel like the more opportunities you have, the more selective you can be as far as where you want to work for, who do you want to work for, how much you want to make, what you want to do, to give you all these options so that you don't have to be narrowed down to just a few things. And hopefully it will increase your chances of getting hired too. Because if you apply to these companies that I'm telling you about, eventually, sometimes it does take patience. That's one thing with working from home. It can take a little bit of patience, and it can be hard because your bills are still coming in, but you need income. So you're trying to get hired. And so it does take a little bit of patience. So I am going to share with you some things you can do if you have not gotten hired yet. So don't give up. There's a lot of avenues you can pursue, and even things you can do while you're working from home. Sometimes we just need someone to motivate us, especially since we've been going through these difficult times. we've needed a lot of motivation. I know I have needed that. Just sometimes to even want to get out of the bed, because like, things are so uncertain in the times that we live right now. But one good thing about the pandemic is that I noticed that a lot more companies have opened up opportunities for people to work remotely. And that's one of the benefits of that, the blessings. Some companies have even decided to continue with remote workforce. Others have decided to eventually, in time to get people to work back on site. But if you can work from home and that company will allow you to do that, great, continue to do that. So as I said, I'm going to go ahead and continue to talk about another company. The next one is Broadpath. I didn't want to forget that because when I went to their site yesterday, I saw they have immediate openings for people to work from home. They actually hire immediately, really fast. So they have work at home jobs in pharmacy, customer service for is it a claims processor, different kinds of opportunities, and they will supply you with your equipment, all of your equipment, your computer. Because I read over their FAQs and I saw where they will provide you with the computer, headset, whatever you need to work from home. And they do pay hourly. And some of their jobs right now, I think a lot of employers are offering incentives to get people to work for their company. So they're offering cash bonuses. I've seen a lot of that lately too. And Broadpath has a bonus if you stay there for 60 days, I think. You get 250 extra dollars on top of what you're already going to make. So Kelly Connect also offer these bonuses too. There's a lot of companies that do that. I'm starting to see that more and more. So if you can find a company that will um, incentivize you for staying with them or give you these extra perks, why not give it a try? Also, InfoCision, they hire too. Um, have a fairly easy, quick hiring process, and they have incentives there too. Weekly pay you can get for working for this company. It is related to customer service. Just keep that in mind. And they also have a job where I saw just this morning for work at home referrals. So you can actually get paid to refer people to work for that company. So that's a nice um, job to have. If you know other people, you work from home and you tell other people and they want to know about it or they want to work from home too, there's some companies that will pay you to recruit people to work for their company. I think Sutherland Global does that also. There are a few, I can't think of everybody. Oh, okay. Thank you all so much. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of companies that will offer you all those bonuses and incentives. So just make sure that you apply to those too if you want some extra cash. That's a way to get some extra cash working for a company. Also, what's another job I was going to share with you all? I think there's some more. Oh, T Tech. Oh, American Express. Let me tell you that quickly too. That was just this morning. I was doing a little bit of research before I came on the live. American Express is hiring people to work from home, 19 to over $21 an hour for a virtual. I think what let me see what I wrote down. Virtual customer care reps to work from home. So they pay pretty well and they have a lot of perks there too. So make sure you apply to that company also, and also T Tech. They have a lot of openings right now for people to work remotely, and they do hire globally. And they need people to work from home, mostly in customer service. You can also try teleperformance too. I do want to pass along a tip, though. I know I'm talking about a lot of jobs and companies that are hiring, but I do want to say this to you all. If you have not applied to a company because you feel like you're not qualified enough, try to overcome that. And I'm saying that because sometimes we sell ourselves short. We don't think that we're good enough, or maybe we don't have all the skills. So, say if you see they have, I'm not talking about jobs where they say you need 6 years IT experience, something like that. Okay, so if you don't have that, probably you shouldn't apply to that company. But if it says preferred in there, or they have a lot of requirements and maybe you meet a few of those but not all, still apply, because you could still get that job. Not everybody's going to have all of those requirements that they list, and they still get hired. You can too. So don't dismiss yourself or sell yourself too short, because a lot of times they're just really looking for people that can be dedicated to and also disciplined enough to work remotely. I talked to a lady from a company, work at home company. I can't remember the name of it now because it was years ago. And she was looking for, work at home employees. And the problem that she was facing on her end was having people apply but not follow through with the whole process. And they even got hired but then didn't work. So if you can actually go forward and complete all the steps when it comes to the application process and apply, and then go through the whole interview, go through every step, then you will be guaranteed to get the job. Sometimes it could be just as simple as not filling out the whole application, or forgetting to upload your resume, or maybe you have some grammatical errors that you put in on your application. So make sure you go back and proofread that. Also, make sure, a lot of employers are looking on social media. You clean that social media profile up as much as you can. If you don't want anybody else or an employer to see it, um, maybe you can get rid of those comments, commentary, or post, or whatever it is, because they want to get an overall view of who you are, not just what they see on paper. And the way that they can find that out is by looking and kind of seeing your social media profiles and checking those out too. So that could be something that you want to think about and keep in mind. So don't get discouraged, though. The things that I'm just sharing with you could help you increase your chances of getting a job. Plus, two, being in a group, in a community where other people work from home, they have a lot of tips, more than I have, that they can share with you all that will help you to find employment. Maybe their employer, actually, on our Facebook group, someone shared that their company was hiring people and that they could use them as a direct referral so that they could get, have a greater chance of getting the job. So, just connect with these groups that are surrounded on the topic of working from home. That could help too. And if anything at all, it could just encourage you so that you don't give up. But in the meantime, if you have not gotten employment, if you've been applying, nothing has, panned out for you, or maybe it was, a job that you just did not want to have, um, that wasn't something that kind of fit your personality, or something that it just didn't appeal to you at all whatsoever. What could you do in the meantime to earn money online? Because you still need to pay your bills. So what can you do? So I did write down some things. I wrote down a list, and I did this too when I created my online course. Kind of did an outline so that I'll have certain topics I wanted to hit on and cover, just to make it an overall comprehensive course that you would take and that you can understand and follow, and have it written out so that I would kind of have an outline of where I wanted to go. So one thing you could do is sell on Fiverr. Now, I know it seems like Fiverr is kind of saturated. A lot of people are using Fiverr, but you could this is one platform that I like because it doesn't require any skills necessarily. So say you have a lot of people on social media that follow you. Well, you could offer to get some exposure for somebody else. It could be a brand or a company. Maybe they need help with that. A lot of people, as you see with Cozy Mill, a lot of companies need people to grow their social media presence, to give them some exposure. So you can make pretty decent money doing that from home. There's lots of different things that you can do. A lot of people need people to, if they're on YouTube, say they're YouTubers, to create thumbnails for them for their videos. And they don't have the time to do that. They're already taking time to create the video. So they may need somebody to do that. And you could use Canva to do that online, and it's free to use. And you could create these, it's like a photo editing company. Actually, they have lots of different things that you could make there, digital products you can make there, including YouTube thumbnails and all different kinds of things. Instagram stories, maybe you could do the YouTube channel art for someone and offer that on Fiverr. Eventually, maybe you could even work that if you get enough customers and grow that, and your demand is really high and you get very good reviews, you could actually maybe sell them on your own website, the services there, and eventually transition over. So that's, just a thought, but you could definitely give it a try, see what other people are offering out there. And maybe you could offer service similar but better. Maybe you could offer an additional services to what they offer. So that's just something that I've actually tried it before. I did make a video a few years back about how I made $75 in 5 minutes on Fiverr, and that was actually true. And I walked you through how I was able to do that. And you can go back and watch the video if you want. But it was, I I was actually surprised, but it was something that only took me 5 minutes to do. So you can make money there, but there's different ways you can go about it. But Fiverr is one way you can try. Also, you can make money with your voice. That's something that a lot of people are, I guess, utilizing now, especially with podcasting. You can use your voice to get a message out there to people or to talk about hot topics. You don't have to work for anybody. You can, start talking and do your episodes whenever you want. Now, I'm kind of new at doing this. I don't have a whole lot of tips to share with you all about that, other than get started, because you could start that today for free. Now, I went through Anchor, but there are a lot of other podcasting platforms that you could use, but it's really simple. You sign up, and then you fill out your information. You need to pick a topic of interest you want your podcast to be about, upload an image. I use Canva to do that, and then start creating your episodes. Now, I did make one mistake on that. I had my podcasting monetized, but I forgot to insert the slots in there, because all I do is tell people about Anchor, and that's one way you can monetize that your episodes, is by just mentioning that. And I forgot to include that in the podcast initially, so that delayed some earnings. But I've only been doing it for maybe a couple months. I don't even think 3 months yet. But it's a good way for you to use your voice and be able to earn money. And if you get sponsors, you can earn some money there, extra money too, on top of just telling people about Anchor. Because when you tell people about Anchor and they listen to it in the podcast, then you'll earn so much money for that. But if you get sponsors to your podcast, then you can earn more. Now, it starts at 99 cents. Then there's another option for $4.99, and the next one up is $9.99. So say you have 10 people that listen to your podcast, or maybe 10, let me say this, sponsors. I don't want to say listen. You have more listeners than that, but 10 sponsors. They want to sponsor you, and they can donate to that. Then if you have 10 people for $10, that's almost $100, because it's $9.99. If you have 100 sponsors. It's about $1,000 a month. That would be every month. The way that you can increase your sponsors is to continue to create episodes, because nobody would want to pay for the content when you're not making any episodes, when you're not doing it regularly. So just make sure you do that regularly, and that you come up with interesting content that they will value and appreciate. So you could also do voiceovers. There's a lot of companies that need people to do that. Amazon, they need people to do voiceovers and narrate their audiobooks. You could do that. I'm sorry, that's my budgie in the background making noise. You could also, there's other companies like voices.com that needs people to do voiceovers. And so that's just something you could try. You could even do it here on YouTube, actually. And if you didn't want to show your face, you could do those screencast videos like I do, um, and talk to people about whatever you want to talk to them about. I feel like one thing that's good to do too is to teach people something. And that's one of the things that can prove to be a great niche to get into, especially if you want to help people to learn something, or you want to share some knowledge with them. And you can do that by creating an online course. And that's one of the things I did years ago. That took about a month, actually, just writing up what I wanted to cover, the topics I wanted to hit, and then coming up with the slides and presenting them in a way, and then me voicing it over. It took a little bit of time, but this is a way for you to earn passive income with the podcast too, because as your episodes are out there and people continue to listen to them, you'll continue to make money, unless, of course, you just delete the whole podcast. But um, each episode will continue to earn money and generate money. And that's also true with the course. Once you create that course, you have it online, and if people want to purchase it, then you'll earn commissions from it. So you may earn commissions every month from your podcast. Sorry, I'm getting thirsty. Hold on one second. But that's something you can do too. So just think about that. Um, Doing a course, and just make sure though that you go with a company that doesn't take most of your commission, because then you'll feel like you're undervalued. So you can price your courses for whatever you think is reasonable. Don't sell yourself short. Don't undervalue all the effort you put in there. Don't sell your course for $1 if you feel like it's worth 20, because that's, you put all that hard work into it, and so you get to price what you think your course would be worth. And that's another good thing too. So if you wanted to sell it for $30, $40, whatever, and you'll get, depending upon what company you go with to host your courses, unless of course you do it on your own blog or website, you'll get a commission from that, and hopefully it will be more than 50%. So that's something that you can think about. And you can get students from all over the world. You can teach them all kinds of things. It's really up to you. There's really no right or wrongs about what you can do. And as far as that, of course, you need to read over their terms of service, but you could really talk to people about pretty much basically anything, especially in a podcast. You could talk to people about anything. You could review certain things. You could talk about celebrities, whatever you want to talk about. What do you think people are interested in? You could even go that route. So there's a lot of leeway there. Also, a blog, of course, I've talked about that a lot, but that's a way for you to earn income. Of course, you do need to continue to create content there, but it's a way for you to have your own product. And you may be thinking, my blog is my product, but yes, it is, because it is something that you own, and you can lead people back to your website. And if you're monetizing it, then you can earn money from your blog. So that's just, and you can diversify your income as far as you can have more opportunities to earn more, because there's so many ways you can earn money with the blog, from advertising, affiliates, from sponsors, from partners, people that may want to partner with you and they may want to share posts. I've even had companies ask me to if they could write content on my blog and pay me so much every month. So it's just some things that you may not know as far as blogging, but you can use it to earn some money, passive income, meaning money every day online for minimal work. Another thing that you could do is that's uh, writing books on Amazon. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't know how to write. I'm not a good writer. But now I just saw on YouTube, you can watch some videos about that. They have low content books you can sell on Amazon that are selling really well. Maybe you want to um, design a book cover and it just has, it's a journal for that person, or maybe you want to have a book and it just has motivational quotes in there, something like that. What's the other book that I saw? It's different kinds. It could be like a calendar, a book, or something like that, where there's not really a lot of content. You just design the cover of the book. So that's something you can think about doing too. You can watch some videos. There's a lot of people who are talking about that now, and they're able to generate income every month through that method too. Um, One thing that's really also needed that I talked about earlier is managing people's social media profiles. That's something that a lot of people need. They want people to manage their accounts. And so you could even, you know, approach a company and ask them, well, I would like to manage your account for you, your social media profile, whether it be Facebook or whatever it is. And maybe you would be there to kind of monitor the comments that are made or content or something like that. That would be something that you could try too. A lot of companies need that right now. The social element, they actually need people to monitor their clients' content on various social media platforms, including forums and things like that. So just keep that in mind. That's something that you could do, and you don't necessarily have to have experience doing this. You just need to be on social media, be active, be a daily user of social media, possibly if you can, and just have be a person that would like to keep things safe and clean and all of that, because they want to protect their brand and their image, and so they need a lot of people to do this. So these are just some things that I wanted to share with you today. I hope that all of you all are inspired or have been helped in some sort of way by watching my videos over the years. If you are new to this channel, please stay with me, because I'm going to be sharing even more content with you all in the hopes that you will be able to either start your own business, work for a company, or possibly do some side gigs or do a side hustle, whatever it is that you want to do. Even if it's you're not really sure yet and you want to find your way to be able to try something different, maybe pros or offer something or mention something that you may not have thought of before, you could give it a try and see how it works for you. You could design things and sell them in your own online store. There's so many things that you can do, and you can do that for free from Spread Shop. So there's a lot of things that you can try. I think what it is, sometimes we're scared because we don't know if we're going to actually be successful. And I can tell you, there's a lot of things that I've tried and it did not work for me. It just did not work for me. But I didn't know that until, I didn't let that stop me from trying. So just give it a try, and see, because some things you think wouldn't work out actually do. I never thought that me being on YouTube it would actually work, but it did. But I did know that I was definitely motivated to tell people about these jobs because everybody told me it was not possible. And I was like, it has to be. It just can't not be. I mean, everybody at that time, more and more people were starting to get computers. Now pretty much, a standard across the board. People have access to the internet. Back then, maybe not so much, but I thought, wow, if you have a computer, why wouldn't a company let you work from home? In fact, one company that I worked for, I was a medical claims examiner. And I asked them because remember, I had a child with special needs at the time. So they did let me work from home for a period of time. So I knew that that option was possible. And so now, with all these companies hiring people to work from home, you guys see that it is possible to do this. There are legitimate opportunities. You could even be, like I said, a recruiter for companies. They need people, especially in the market research field. They need people to recruit people to take these surveys or market research studies, like L&E Research. There's a lot of different companies that have found like that. Nicholas Research, to recruit people to take surveys and see if they qualify. You've probably been called before to ask if you ever signed up with the market research company. Well, we have this study coming up. It pays $100, $200, whatever it is. And then they ask you questions. Well, that's what you would be doing too from home. Excuse me. My mouth's kind of dry. But anyway, that's something you could do too. So it's just something I thought about. Um, and they don't require a lot of experience either. Even Amusement Advantage, they needed people to recruit people to do their, at the time, mystery shopping. Um, so you can give that a try too. But there's a lot of things that you can do. But the main thing is don't give up, you guys. Stay positive, stay motivated, whatever it's going to take for you to stay motivated. Sometimes it's listening to a good song or, just being around people too that have that positive vibe and that are motivated too. That's why I always mention to be a part of a group. You guys can come over to our Facebook group after the live if you have time and chat with us too there. But these are just some things that I wanted to share with you all today. And I just want to say, oh, wow, thank you. I have. Oh, my goodness. I've helped you find several jobs. Wow, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate that. I am so glad. And yes, that is an issue. Some companies don't pay enough money. I do know that. Oh wow, I didn't seem nervous. I'm so nervous. Actually, I didn't sleep good last night. And then I was thinking, oh my goodness, what am I going to share with you guys? Because I wanted to share something that would be helpful, but I also wanted to be here to support you all. I know you can't see me in person, but you can see me on the stream. And when I'm talking to you all, even if I'm on a screencast, I am there walking you through the steps, helping you guys, trying to show you different companies that are hiring, or if I thought of a way for you to make money on the side, kind of walking you through that whole process. So I just appreciate you all so much. I really, really do. Um, I just feel so indebted to you all. I really do, because you guys have really supported me so much throughout the years. And sometimes I thought about, I don't know if I should do this anymore. I really don't feel like there's so many people doing it. And then I thought, well, you know what? I'm still going to do it, because when I get messages like this, that people have gotten a job or they've been able to do something, maybe even if it was a side gig, that makes me feel so good, because sometimes I just give the information out there. I don't know for sure unless somebody tells me that, yeah, Alicia, you helped me to get a job, or I was able to find a way to earn extra money from home, or started a blog, or whatever it is. So I'm so happy. It makes me happy that you all can benefit from this information. That's what I get happiness from. I get happiness when you all tell me, hey, I got a job, or I'm going to be interviewed. So I always want to know how it's going to go. Let me know. Tell me what happens. I want to follow up with you all. It it just I the struggle's real. I know how hard it is. It's been hard for me. Um I've had a lot of struggles throughout the years, and so I just want to be here for you, to motivate you all, to support you, to kind of be your, I don't know, guide in a way, just to help you to see which companies are legitimate and to stay away from the scams. Because sometimes I talk about that too. There's a couple of scams that are going on right now that I saw. I will be talking about that too, but just so you can be safe online and that you know that this is real. You can do it. The people are doing it. They're working from home. And if you don't feel like you want to work for a boss, that's okay too. You don't have to, because me personally, I actually spend a lot of my time, like I said, now researching and also writing content for my blog, which means that that allows me to kind of pretty much set my own schedule. And I don't mind that at all. I actually like that aspect. So, but there are some companies that are flexible too, and they will allow you to work your own schedule. So, I just want to say that I love you all very, very much. And I appreciate you. I don't take anybody for granted. And just know that if you can be patient when it comes to these companies, and if you can stick with me, I'm going to continue to provide you with jobs. I will always continue to do that. So if you have any questions for me, you can leave me some. I'll try to answer that. Otherwise, I will try to do another live, and maybe we can open it up to questions. But I do appreciate everybody who took time out of their day. Oh my goodness, really? Thank you, Melissa Simon. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Wow, thank you so much. You're struggling. Yeah, yeah, it's really hard. And that's why I wanted to do this live, because really just for us to kind of come together, kind of congregate and kind of get our thoughts out, and so we can all be there for you. And oh my goodness, you've been following me for 2 to 3 years, Lizzie. Thank you so much, Lizzie. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hopefully you're in our group too. If not, feel free to come over there. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Carolyn. Peace and blessings to your family. I hope you're doing okay. I recently suffered a loss in my family. A lot of you probably have too, everything that's going on with health issues and things like that. So we have to be there for one another. Um, are all these companies on my website? That's a good question. I have a lot of these on my website. Yes, I do. Now, on the weekly job page, I only have room because it actually bogs down my blog. So I have them from, say, today I'm going to be posting jobs. So then from today back, I try to keep them out there for about a month log of jobs. But sometimes, like I said, I have to delete certain things because I do write a lot of details. So I do try to keep a month's worth of jobs there. And on the Friday freebie page, there may be more. But having said that, you can go to other pages on, oh, thank you so much. You can go to other pages on my blog and see some of these companies, because I do write posts that are feeded through the homepage, based on chronologically date. And so you'll see new companies. I may do a review about a company, or I may talk about some of the best companies you can apply to work at home jobs that hire fast, non-phone work at home jobs, chat jobs. So you could probably find a lot of these companies that I talk about. But I do also have YouTube videos, and then I'll try to mention that too, so you'll know where to go. But a lot of these companies are on my website. Actually, there's a lot of content there. Sometimes people get overwhelmed, but the first place I would say to start would be go to the weekly job page if you're looking to find companies that are hiring. And then you can go to the subsequent pages to find information and on the home page. Thank you all so. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for um, joining me today. I hope that this live stream has encouraged you in some way and inspired you and just helped us to stay connected, if anything, and to know that we're all here to support one another. And Miss Frazier, if you can, I would hope that you can come and if you're not already, you may be, but you can come and join us too over on our Facebook group. To please come. I'm there pretty frequently, and every day I will tell you this too, just in case you're not aware of it, every day there are additional job leads posted in the Facebook group. I mean, I'm the moderator is awesome. She's awesome. She posts lots of jobs there in addition to what I already put on my blog. So that's just another way for you to get those free job leads and also connect with other people too. And oh, I'm so sorry, Lizzie. I'm really sorry to hear that. So yeah, we're losing a lot of people now. So we need to tell each other we love them, and not let too much time pass before we do that and before we have regrets. And so we the people that we have around us, we need to, if there's an issue, forgive them. Don't let anything fester. Have peace and show them love. Just continue to love them. So I'm so sorry for your loss, and I appreciate you for coming and for being here on the live. I really do, and I love you very much. So just um, it's been difficult, and so if you need any more support or help, or maybe you just want to talk, come over to our Facebook group, okay? Because there's a lot of people there that are facing difficulties too. And also there's some good news, and we can congratulate some of the people there, and um, they shared their personal experiences and journeys too. And sometimes we can get inspired by that, and just knowing that they faced similar challenges as we have, and they have persevered through that. So thank you all so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll be able to do another live again. If you want me to, let me know. I did ask the question. It seemed kind of sporadic, but I was thinking about doing it, and I had already planned it, but then I was going to talk myself out of doing the live because I felt like I was going to bomb again. So, and I thought, no, I'm going to stick to my word. See, that's the thing about working from home. Even though I maybe not necessarily have a boss, but I really do, because I kind of work for you guys looking for jobs. And then if I say I'm going to do a video, I need to stick to my word, right? So, so I was like, I'm not going to talk myself out of it. I don't want to let everybody down. And I thank you for being here. But I was just so super nervous, and anyway, but it's okay. I wanted to talk to you all and to be here for you. So thank you again. And um, remember, I'm going to be posting some jobs later today. You can come to my blog and check them out. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. And you can come over if you want to and just kind of continue the discussion in our Facebook group. Okay. Thank you again so much. And thank you for subscribing to this channel. I really appreciate you all so much. And um, I hope you all are encouraged. And hopefully, if you get a job, or if you know of any companies that are hiring, in addition to what you may find online, you can share those in our Facebook group. A lot of people are doing that too. That's why we have so many leads there too. So make sure you check that out. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Do another live. Okay. If you have any suggestions about anything you want me to talk about, you can let me know. You can leave comments. You can also contact me. My email address is ALICIA, Alicia, like Alicia Keys, at workersonboard.com. So you can send me an email, say, hey, I have a suggestion for your next live, or you can just come to our Facebook group and you can let me know. Okay. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for checking out the live, and take care of yourself and your family. Love one another. Bye. Have a good day. Bye bye.